let's go for it. Now, the first thing we have to think about is I want to make him pat down. A very common thing is if I throw a jab into the centre and pat it down. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get him to pat down. When he pats down, you'll see that this action takes place. You've still got a knee that's bent in. But what I'm doing, I'm going to put his weight on that knee and cause a slight rotation to give me space. So I'm going to literally make him pat. I sometimes throw it slightly lower so I get the pat down. And it's pat kick. Can you see how the calf kick comes in? Here, look, I'm moving around with John. Here, you know, and then you've got the shots in as well. Sorry, mate. The shots come in too. So that's number one. Remember, the key is I've got to go towards this zone here and make him come in. As he comes in, I kick, shoot down the middle, close down, whatever I'm going to do. The second one, very powerful kick to the outside. I'm going to make John parry with this hand, but this time it's the right. So what I'm going to be doing is when I'm moving with John, I'm going to throw this hand, I'm going to throw it here. And when I've thrown it there, it opens up the kick to the calf, it takes me round the backside and away. So here's a little bit of action doing it. With John here, and I'm behind him. Very simple but good way of doing it. I'm using his body mechanics. The third way, I'm going to make him circle the other way. So what I'm going to do here, a standard step where I step out and move, and he steps out to keep the circle going. Common, I'll keep the jab moving, I'll keep moving, and the circle goes. So here, look, I'm going to go out, I'm going to step, and I'm going to step. And what I'm going to do when I step, I'm going to introduce a T-step. A T-step is I bring this foot to there, that foot to there, and then I replace. So rather than a smooth thing like this, every now and then I'm going to and do that little T-step. It makes his brain think about the step round. So normal jab, normal moving, normal moving, normal moving. Little T-step, normal moving, little T-steps coming in. There's a T-step again. There's a T-step again. Normal moving. I'm going to then change one of those T-steps to a V-step. So rather than going in, out, replace, I'm going to go in, out, and I'm going to come to this angle. And then I'm going to use this leg to kick him. So it's going to be normal movement, T-step, and moving around back the other way again, normal movement, V-step, kick. So what's happening here, look, as I do the V-step, I move to there, and I close down the gap. So the T keeps the distance. The V changes the distance, I immediately cut into here. Go through back. Moving round. Moving round. There's a T-step. There's a V-step. Hopefully we caught that. So look what's happening is, instead of replacing, what I'm going to do is I'm going to move to here. John's going to realise I'm closer and start to pull back, but it's going to be too late. It opens everything up. Sometimes I let him go back, and then I'll keep the other leg. So when I move, and when I do the T-step, nothing, he's just following round. He just feels a break in his brain. When I do the V-step, I often will catch here, but sometimes I'll bring the leg back. So I do the V-step, he brings the leg back, I immediately chop him with the opposite leg. And then we go in again. So we have 4 versions, a bit of footwork, a bit of live sparring. Hope you've enjoyed it. Please subscribe.